Hey, what's up? It's me. It's Sean. It's your boy, coach of the Cutieflys. Us great Cutieflys. This is season 3, week 1 versus Brad and I believe he's still Baker's dozen. We're up for revenge because Brad beat us once last season, but also he took my circuitry, he took my tame growth. I think that's all he took, so he's not that bad. But he took my circuitry, and I wanted that. So I'm sorry, Brad, but this just got a little bit more personal. So usually with my team prep, at least for season 2 and season 1, I would make a Word document, and I would list everything down, list them all speeds from fastest to slowest, and then from there, I sort of just make my team based on those speeds, and then after that, go into do the damage calcs, things like that. And depending on the opponent, if I know they're really tough, like let's say Matt, Steven, or Brandon, to name the top 3 that come to my head. I know Kyle, and Kyle is back, so I guess Kyle, and then Kyle's also talked highly of Mike. So I'll have to see how Mike does, at least he fights Brandon not season 2. He fights Brandon in week 2, and so it's one Titan Brandon versus apparently another Titan Mike. See how that goes. So I'll just go over Brad's team. No, I hate how this does that. He's got the big brother of the Sneasel. He's got Weavile. I've also listed things by their base speed because it's also easier for me to see. So he's got a really fast Weavile that speeds my whole team because my highest speed is the 120 Dotrio. So he's got this, could have priority ice shard. I have to watch out for that. I guess I'll just list off his mons and I'll go into my team and then I'll talk about threats and damage and things like that. I don't have the Word document up. I actually do have a smaller Word document with some damages written down. But yeah, so he has the Weavile. It's a pretty big threat, at least the trio, which is my main trapper. He has the Protean Greninja. Greninja from season 2 to season 3. I personally don't think it should have got nerfed. I mean, it's an OU mon, and honestly, things like Megaurna got banned, but other things like Tapu Lele, which honestly, if you specs that thing with Psychic or Psyshock, it just gets kills or 2-hit KOs things, unless you're Dark type, which if you could hit Moonblast then. But honestly, like spec Psychic just nukes things, and that thing alone, stopping also priority, you can Scarf it, still Scarf Psychic, it's like a truck. That's one thing that I don't think should have got banned, and it didn't, but it's still on a Protean and Battle Bond together. For the most part, you just need a special wall that resists Dark, can take on Dark and Water moves, and then can take on the weaker, like really it's Grass Knot. I ran Rock Slide a bit, Shadow Sneak, Hidden Power Fire, but really I used it all last season. I thought it was really good, but at the same time, definitely weaknesses like Scarfed Fighters or just Mach Punch in general, like Tapu Koko with Brandon, or just even Volcanion when he Assault Vested it. Even Matt's Cryogonal, not even especially defensive walled it. But I don't know, it got a nerf. I mean, I'm not using it, so I don't really have to complain. I complain a little bit because I would have kept it if it didn't get nerfed over keeping Cresselia. But yeah, Greninja, it's Protean, or it could be Torrent. I'm guessing he wouldn't run Torrent anyways. It's no point. But yeah, Protean. So that's another thing. So it could be physical or a special. It could be like a gunk shot. It could be Scarf. Could get up hazards. I use it a lot, so I sort of know how to prep for it and what to watch out for. Delphox. Brad had this last season. He was a fan of scarfing it. I have to watch out for that. So he could usually I think he scarfed it. I don't think he ran too much other. Against my team last year, I was always sort of fearing like Power Herb, Solar Beam, but I don't think he ever brought that ever to any game. But yeah, he's got the Delphox. The Mega Medicham. This is a humongous threat. Yeah, it's pure power, doubles its attack stat. I wasn't too big on, or I wasn't really sure what pure power does, because I never really used the Mega Medicham, but it doubles attack. And I believe it's got base 100 attack, so it's like 328. Oh, sorry. It's like 328 at max. Yeah, so 656. So that thing is massive attack. So that's a giant threat. He had the Lucario last season too. He liked bullet punch, extreme speed, close combat. I don't know if he ever scarfed it. It was life 4, but I think choice banded for the most part. He might have also ran sword stance. I can't remember. Exurgatory, his Z captain. This is a massive threat, and if this thing gets going, I'm not done, but done. So, yeah, it's an Exurgatory. What can I say? If you know what this thing does, it does what it does good. Umbreon, he doesn't have Baton Pass because it's banned, so he can't really get the slow Baton Pass off to wish up Amon. He'd have to hard switch. But this thing is really annoying, especially. Actually, I'll just get into that when I go over my actual team. Pangoro, I haven't fought this thing too much. Brad had it last season, and I just one-shot with a Mimikyu. Tangrowth, I really want this thing. It can be a special wall, it could be a physical wall, it could be offensive. The possibilities are endless. This thing is a threat. Drugadon, or Drudagon, yeah. Drudagon, how you pronounce that gross name, gross looking thing. It's slow, but it is bulky, it can run rough skin, gets up rocks, glares, dragon tails, toxic, gets like home claws, maybe special, or what doesn't have the greatest special attack, 60. I forget if I've seen special sets on that before. He's got the Slowbro. I guess he also took this from me because I wanted Slowbro over Slowking, but he got that first. So yeah, it's just a thick water. Yeah, thick water type. Could be Calm Mind. Could just throw off Scalds, Toxics. And then he's got the Gigalith also to get up rocks. Also to be a wall. You get like off a Toxic or Earthquake or something. But his team, for the most part, it's fast off the start, and then it just sort of goes down to mid, although these last two are really slow. I've already gone over my team that in the video I just made, so I won't go over it really. I'll just go into what I bring. So first mon is Pizza Time, the Araquanid. With the Splash Plate, I guess I'll go over his team. So just talking about Araquanid specifically, Liquidation kills, he doesn't kill me. Leech Life, I believe, is a roll if he's dark, or I could just go for Leech Life is a roll. Liquidation would kill if he goes out of a resist because he's urging the water, but if he goes in like something else, I kill. Delphox doesn't kill, I kill it. Mega Medicham dies to Liquidation, he doesn't kill me. Lucario dies, he doesn't kill me. Exurgatory, if it's just a timid set, if he has like a Z move or something, but if he just like gets like a speed boost off, doesn't have the special attack, and then I can get in Araquanid at full health, his Thunderbolt doesn't kill me if he's just timid with no special attack boosting item, and Liquidation kills. Umbreon, it can wall me. I do have Toxic on it as well to wear it down, although I'd probably switch out just because if I can keep Araquanid at pretty much full health, I will try and do that because it one-shots a lot. Pangoro, I believe it one-shots or it's a roll. Tangrowth eats. I'll probably switch out, but I do have Toxic for this as well. This also doesn't touch me too much. Drugadon, it walls me. It really does, especially if he's like a defensive rock setting set. I can't touch it. Slowbro, I just get the Toxic off. He can't hurt me too much unless he goes for, I think, a Psyshock. So I do have max HP and a little bit of special defense investment. Gigalith, if he's pure just HP, and let's say he's attack or special attack, liquidation does like 99.6% minimum, and if he's not sturdy, it should kill. I have to do some testing still, because once again, I'm not sure. I know Sandstorm at some point like raises your, I think, just special defense, if I'm not mistaken. Also, if I weaken him a bit, anyways, liquidation just kills. I think I wrote down both rolls for max defense and just no max defense. So that's Araquanid. That thing, so pretty much it does not die to any move, and it can one-shot almost anything other than his barrier walls. Dugtrio, once again, going back with Dugtrio, you'll see that I am mono Earthquake with Toxic, Protect, and Memento. I'm thinking about Z Memento instead of Z Earthquake, because looking at Brad's team, I believe Earthquake kills this, but like it kills me first. Greninja as well. I outspeed Delphox and kill with Earthquake, and I believe he doesn't kill me with anything if he's Scarf and I'm at max health. This goes down to Z Earthquake and outspeed. Also have Protect because Fake Out into Bullet Punch does kill me, but if I Protect on Fake Out, and then I don't know if he'd run Fake Out and Bullet Punch, but I would I'd pretty much live Fake Out and Bullet Punch with Protect and then kill him with Z Earthquake. Earthquake kills this, outspeeds. Earthquake kills this. I might Z Memento on this. Not entirely sure. I forget if I have a setup on, honestly. Oh, I guess I do have. No, never mind, because it's a style I'm thinking about, and Momentum this doesn't help out. This doesn't die. With the Z Earthquake, it would do a lot. I haven't done calcs on these lower tier mons. I have Toxic that if I get a kill off, like a key kill on, let's say, Circuitry, and there's not much left, I'll just stay in and Toxic this. Because unless he has Leaf Storm or Giga Drain, which sometimes he might not run, he might just go for like a Leech Seed or Knockoff, something like that, or even a Sleep Powder. I get the Toxic off on this, and that's huge. Especially, well, you could have Heal Bell on the Umbreon, but still getting Toxic off on that is huge. Don't want to touch this. Toxic this also, which you can just come with the Scald. And Earthquake. I can't remember the damage calc on this, so I'm not going to say that. Mienshao, this is mostly, it hits almost everything. I can go for U-turns as well if he wants to go into like an, well, not Umbreon Wall, because it wouldn't do well against this. But let's say like a Tangrowth or Slowbro, U-turn out, get into something more favorable to get a kill or massive damage or Toxic or something. Also with Knockoff, High Jump Kick and Drain Punch, just because he'd probably see the High Jump Kick coming. Let's say if he has Umbreon and I have this, so I can just spam Drain Punch instead. Also to note, I do outspeed everything unless he Scarfs Greninja, because if he Scarfs Delphox, I made this outspeed it. I haven't done the damage calc, but I'd just probably U-turn out into a bigger wall. Probably just like the Sableye. Celesteela. I've sort of just made these three and then have a more defensive core just to back it up. Because Leech Seed Protect is always good. Flamethrower, if he's a defensive Tangrowth, not specially defensive, Flamethrower does more than 50%, and Heavy Slam does a lot of damage to almost everything else. I believe it one-shots the Weavile, even though I'm a minus attack nature. I have the Slowking with Eject button, and I have to test. I'm pretty much certain Recycle Eject button works if I switch out and then come back in. If I press Recycle, unless I got knocked off the Eject button, Recycle should get the Eject button back, and then I should have that tech where he can come out and try and hit something. I go Slowking, Eject button, go into Dugtrio. Hopefully it would be something I kill, like the Lucario per se. even I have to do more calcs if I survive the exurgatory, because if I do, let's say like Z hypnoses me or something, and then like I don't know if Thunderbolt kills, but I get hit, go out into Dugtrio, trap kill, and then come back in, get regenerate health. I should live, recycle, and then yeah, just the eject button, Dugtrio. I love that tech. That's one of my favorite things with Dugtrio is the eject button tech. And Scald and Ice Beam. Just for mostly the coverage on his team, you either get a Scald Burn or a super effective Ice Beam. And then this thing by itself, the Mega Sableye. There's really two things I fear other than like it could be like Z Gigavolt have Exurgatory and run me over. Other than that, alright, if I get a Calm Mind Up, he probably wouldn't kill, and I'd just recover turn 1 against him, I guess, if he brought it out. But other than a Mold Breaker, Toxicking, Dredagon, they can go through it'd be Magic Bounce, and Toxic me. Other than that, or the Umbreon Toxic me bouncing it back, and then him synchronizing the Toxic onto me. Other than those two things, this thing, the Mega Sableye, it can just Calm Mind Up and win. Shadow Ball to hit everything, and then Dazzling Gleam to hit the Umbreon. And he should know that I Magic Bounce, but I don't know if Brad would think I'm just gonna Magic Bounce the Toxic onto me, synchronize him, and then he's Toxic anyways. Like I still don't really know Brad's skill cap at all. Just it's purely based off his games, and he played some games really well. But I don't know like if he knows that tech. So that's the team. It's mainly kill something or Aquanid, trap something, Dugtrio kill, switch around me and Shao, and then maybe like Celesteela and Sableye win in the end. Because once again, the Mon I get, I'm dropping Rotom Mo. The Mon I get for next week is going to be one of my main offensive threats. So once I get that, I was hoping to get it for this game, but Matt said you can't drop anything until after week 1. If I had this game, it would just if I got it set up, it would just destroy his whole team with the Z move if I have that. Sadly, I don't have it this week. So this is this week's team against Brad. This is Tuesday. I'm recording this. This will probably go up Thursday along with the game. I'll upload this and then the game against Brad because I played Brad Wednesday night. But unfortunately, I don't have internet at my house. So I have to go to school the next day to upload my battles and my team builders and everything. So, but until then, this will be week 1. Hopefully all goes well. There's nothing I really want to change other than the Z Memento. Which even then, the only reason I want Z Memento is to get something back up to health. Let's say the Celesteela or Mega Sableye if something bad happens. Because really, I just have the Z Earthquake just to kill the Mega Medicham. Which, in all honesty, Slow King and Mega Sableye both take on. Well, Sableye itself, I think the most he does, if he doesn't get a boost somehow, it does like 30-something% with. I don't even remember. But so that's this team. It might change the littlest bit, which at the start of the battle, tomorrow when I record, if something does change, I'll just quickly mention it. But I just want to, going from Season 2 to Season 3, I didn't really want to make a team builder that would take this long, because I don't even know how long this is. It's about 20 minutes. So yeah, I didn't want to make a 20-minute team builder and then not have the internet to upload it anyways, because like I said, I think in a different video I recorded today, it'd be like a 4-minute video and it'd take 2 hours, or yeah, it'd be like 2 hours to upload it sometimes, versus like an hour-long video at school, it would take a minute to upload an hour-long video. So now that I have the internet, I have the means to make team builders, and I actually like to go over it a bit more. I also sort of want to, maybe for some battle, if I might view my opponent as not as skilled, or I just think that, like, the team builder, just looking at it beforehand, it'll be easy to make, I might just make a live team builder for that person. Because usually, the initial team I make, it takes me about 20-30 minutes to sit down, go through my mons, look at the speeds, get 6 things I like, and then make the EV spreads and choose all the moves. And after that, that's when I go into the the damage calculator calc things, change things around, maybe change the mons around. But yeah, if I get the chance, I'll definitely for one of the weeks, I'll do like a live team builder, and I think that would be pretty cool, especially for people to see my thought process. Because I mean, I don't mean to brag, I don't mean get cocky or anything, but I did win season 1 and season 2 playoffs, went undefeated in those. Even in season 2, I think within my first 5 or 6 games, I lost 3 of those. But then after that, from I think like week 6 or 7 and on, and all throughout playoffs, I was just undefeated. So I think it'd be cool to have people see my thought process, especially maybe the newer players that don't really understand that much. Because even just watching the Steven against Jordan game today, that it was a little bit hard to watch because Jordan even said he's newer, he doesn't really know what he's doing. So I'm not gonna sit there and say he's like a bad player or something. He's just new. He doesn't have the experience. But he sort of got bodied by Steven. So I just want to make a video like that just so people see where I'm coming from. Hopefully it helps them out during this season, and if we have a 4th season and they return, hopefully it helps them out in that season too. This is week 1 against Brad the Team Builder. Hopefully I do well, and I want to try and go undefeated this season. Probably won't happen, but I can always dream.